Okay, let's start. Let's not wait for who's left. Khushpreet. Okay, let's not wait for her. Okay, we'll create an array is equal to np dot array, or we can use a range one to say 100 in steps of 6. Let us say then print a what's been generated. Here we have that array which is generated. Okay. Now there are different functions which we can apply on this array. There are some other functions. Let me write those. Print sign function you can use. So you need to write np dot sign. Oh, okay. Let me even write it here. Sign. Then cos. There's many mathematical functions which you can apply on. Np dot cos a. Similarly, print. Write tan function. Tan a. We need to write np dot tan. Then you can find the maximum of the element, maximum from this array. Print max is np dot max from a. Similarly, you can find out min. Min is np dot min from a. You can even find some of these values. Print sum is np dot sum of a. You can find mean of these values. Print mean is np dot mean a. So these are some of the values. Let's try these. These are some of the functions. So let me run it. You can see it here. It has generated sine values. It has generated cos values. Then tan values are there. This is the original array. Since we have used a range function, the values will be in order. So when you will write max, it will give you the last value, which is 97. When you will write min, it will give you the first value, that is 1. Starting point is 1 here. So when you write sum, it will find sum of all the elements, and mean will find average of all the elements. Is it clear? Yes. Is this thing clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There's something very, very easy to use. Now suppose you have two arrays. Let me create those two arrays. Once again, let me save it. np functions. I'll share these files with you. Now suppose I'm importing now NumPy in different way, using the other way from NumPy import star. What's the benefit of this? You won't have to write np dot and so on. So you can straight away write the functions or different values. Okay, let's create two arrays. A is equal to array 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is equal to array 0, 3, 5, 4. Let it be. Okay. So if I write C is equal to A is equal to B, it means we are comparing both the elements, both the arrays, and storing the result in C. So if I write print C, let's see what's the output. So it will write false. First two elements are not same. Second element is not same. Third element is not same. Fourth are same. So first three will be false. Fourth will be true. So you are comparing two arrays here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you can write other relational functions. A greater than B, print D, or E is equal to A less than B, print E, or you can even write less than equal to F is equal to A less than equal to B, print F. Let us see what are the results. So in second second case is A greater than B. It is true, false, false, false. So first one is greater than 0, all other elements are not greater. A's elements are not greater than B's element except the first one. So third function is third operator is less than. So it is first case, in first case it is false. इन दोनों का रिलेशन है राइट, ये रिवर्स हो जाएगा, उसका ट्रू की जगह फॉल्स आ जाएगा, बाकी जगह ट्रू आ जाएगा. अगर इक्वल है, बिकॉज वी आर कंपेयरिंग फॉर लेस देन, तो वहां भी फॉल्स होगा. थर्ड केस देखो, रादर फोर्थ केस, first two elements are, I mean, 1 is not less than equal to 0, it will print false. 2 is less than equal to 3, it is true. 3 is less than equal to 5, it is true. 4 is less than equal to 4, so it is true. This is how you can compare the arrays. ये हो गया बच्चे? हाँ जी बेटा, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can even apply logical and logical or operators on these. Okay, let me show you. I'm not removing anything from here. I'm just conserving some space. Okay. Next is G is equal to logical logical underscore and. Now you'll have to give conditions, right? A is greater than 0. Second is A is less than 4. So when I print G, let's see what's the output here. So what is the condition? A is greater than 0 and A is less than 4. For first three, this condition is true. For fourth element, it is false. So it is writing true, 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 false. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If suppose I write a condition like this, like in C or in Python, that doesn't matter. If A is equal to 1 and A is equal to 2, is it a valid condition? Yes, anybody? Is it a valid condition? Say yes or no.
No,
Is it a valid condition
No.
or not?
no, sir.
Reason?
Sir, and operator is over.
At the same time, how can A be 1 and A be 2 also? How can it be equal to 1 and 2 at the same time? Right? So while writing conditions, be very careful. It can be OR, but not AND. A can be equal to 1 or A can be equal to 2, but both conditions cannot be true at the same time. So be very careful about this. Okay. So here we'll write the logical OR. H is equal to logical underscore OR. I'll write B is greater than 0 or B is equal to 4 or whatever you wish. We'll print H. Let's see what's the output. So condition is B is greater than 0. In first case, is it true? No. is greater than 0 और b is equal to 4. दोनों ही कंडीशन ट्रू नहीं है फर्स्ट के लिए, सेकंड के लिए ट्रू है, थर्ड के लिए ट्रू है, फोर्थ के लिए ट्रू है. सो इट इज राइटिंग फॉल्स ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू. ये समझ में आ गया बच्चे?
Yes, sir.
Then third is the next one is where. We will use the same array A. Let me write I is equal to where A modulus 2, sorry, A modulus 2 is equal to 0. Wherever A modulus 2 is equal to 0, we will write A, otherwise we will write 0. Okay, just see what's the output of it. Print I. So what has happened? If A modulus 2 is 0, is it 0? 1 modulus 2, is it 0? No. So it will go to the else part, second part. Okay, it is something like this. Let me show you. If condition expression 1 or expression 2. If the condition is true, expression 1 will be executed, else expression 2 will be executed. Now here instead of if, we have where. What it will do, if condition is satisfied, then expression 1 will be executed. If condition is not satisfied, expression 2 will be executed. Is this thing clear? You can see it here. We are using it for array A. Okay, we are using it for array A. So what we have done here, 1 modulus 2 is not equal to 0, so it will be else part will be executed. It will write 0. 2 modulus 2 is 0, so A, whatever is in A at that point, that will be printed. It is 2. 3 modulus 2 again is not 0, so it will print 0. It will go to the else part. 4 modulus 2 is 0, so it will write A. So wherever the modulus is equal to 0, value of A will be printed, otherwise 0 will be printed. Is that clear, bache?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One more variant of it is there. J is equal to where A greater than B, then A else B. Now we are using two arrays in this print J. So wherever element of A is greater than corresponding element of B, we will print A, otherwise we will print B. Let's see what happens. So have we printed it? Yes, yes. Here it is. So it is 1, 3, 5, 4. A is greater here, so we'll print 1. B is greater in second position, we'll write 3. B is greater in third position, we'll write B again. Here, 4 may belong to A or to B. It depends, right? Hanji beta, is this thing clear? These
Yes, sir.
all that we have discussed till now is very simple. The only thing is all this is new to you. Otherwise, it's very, very simple. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. इसको practice जरूर करना है सभी ने.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
There are few other things. दो तीन चीजें और भी रह गई हैं. Let's discuss those also. Then we'll finish it. And will it be possible for you to have class tomorrow also? Say yes or no, or you can discuss it and then share it in the group. No problem.
सर मंडे हमारा एमएसटी है तो कल पढ़ लेंगे.
MST कौन सा सब्जेक्ट है?
सर सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग का.
अच्छा, ठीक है. सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग इज अ वेरी इजी सब्जेक्ट, क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
ओके. फिर मंडे को कब रखेंगे क्लास? कितने बजे है आपका?
9 to 12.
Sir, 9 to 12.
Okay, then we can have class at 2 or I'll have to see. I'll share the time on Monday. Okay, let's continue. Then k is equal to non-zero a. Print k. See what it will do. So what's the output here? It will return the index of elements where the elements are non-zero. Is it clear? Like we have used array A. In array A, all the elements are non-zero, so it will write 0, 1, 2, 3. If we try it with B, I told you that non-zero will return indexes of non-zero elements of an array. Like in B, we have a 0 element. See what's the output of this? It will return 3 indexes only. 1, 2, 3. 0 is 0th element is 0, so it is not a non-zero element, so its index will not be returned. But 3, 5, 4 are non-zero elements, so their index will be returned along with the type of the array that we have got. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Fine, fine. Let me save it once again. Just 2, 3 things more are left, then we'll end the class. These are operators 2. Okay. Then the last thing, once again, from NumPy import star. The functions which we have written here, let me go back to that. All the functions here, if you're not writing this from NumPy import star, if you're simply writing import NumPy as NP or whatever you're writing, then you will have to write everywhere, wherever you're using a function, you'll have to write np.logical and np.logical or np.where and so on, right? Since we are importing everything from the library, we are not using NP here. Okay. Let me declare an array. A is equal to a range 1 to 10, increment of 1, let it be, print A. Then next is aliasing. If I write B is equal to A, it means B is another name of A. Okay, let me print B now. B will not be given any separate memory area. It is just another name of A. It is alias of an existing array. Both are same. So if I write B is equal to, if I write B, some element say 4th is equal to 1000, then I print A and I print B. What will happen? Anybody? What will be the output? What I have done, I have changed 4th element of B to 1000. Will it affect A or not? Yes, will it affect A or not? Yes or no? Say something. Yes or no? Bolo, I'm waiting for your response. Will it affect A or not? I told you that B is an alias of A, means another name of A. B will not be given any separate memory area. If we are changing B, any element of B, it means basically we are changing element of A. Have a look at it. The 4th element has been changed from 5 to 1000. So if you're making any change in B, it means you're making change in A, because both of them are same. B is just another name of A. So this is how you create an alias. But if you want to create a new array from an existing array, then you can create its view. Let it be C is equal to A dot view. Then print A, print C. Let's do print C. Here's the output. C is also equal to A. And if we make any change in A here, let me try to make change in C first. C 3 is equal to 99. And then print A and the print C. Let's see whether it will make any difference or not. Yes, the values are again changed because C is just another view of A. Here it is aliasing. Here C is a view. So we have copied that into, we have created a view of it. Then the last thing is slicing and indexing. Slicing is very, very important once again. Let me write here. Print A, I'm writing 1, 6, and 2. What it will do, it will print 1 to 6 elements and increment the index by 2. Let's run it. So it is printing 2, 99, 6. We are starting with index 1. First index पे क्या है 2. We are incrementing it by 2. So उसके बाद 2 से increment हो गया, index बन गया 3. Third index पे क्या element है 99. It will print that. Again incremented by 2. ये चला गया यहाँ पे. It is fifth element print हो गया, which is 6. So 3 parameters हैं इसमें slicing में. First is start, second is stop, third is increment. Is this thing clear? Yes. If I write 4 colon, it means 4th element onwards, it will print all. If I write A, say 3 to 7 without the last element, then it will print 3rd to 7th. If you want to increment the index by a particular value, then provide the 3rd parameter also, otherwise it is not needed. And be careful that we are using columns here, not commas. For slicing, we use columns. Is it clear, bache?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's all for today. Next time we'll discuss 2-dimensional or multi-dimensional arrays, how to use those. Don't forget the assignment. मैंने इसके बारे में जरूर पूछना है. How to randomly generate 1D array of NumPy. Okay.
Okay, sir.
NP4 or 5, whatever it is. I'll share all the files with you soon, and I'll share the videos as well. Okay, bye. Take care.
सर
Yes, yes.
सर प्रोजेक्ट का हमको फ्रंट एंड भी बनाना है.
वो अभी देखते हैं. फ्रंट एंड ऐसे जरूरत तो नहीं है. इफ देयर विल बी सम टाइम तो मैं आपको फ्रंट एंड बनाना भी सिखा दूंगा. फिर आप उसके अकॉर्डिंगली फ्रंट एंड बना लेना. अदरवाइज जरूरत नहीं है. सिंपली आउटपुट आप ऐसे ही कंसोल पे दिखा सकते हो.
ओके
अभी तो हमने फाइल्स भी नहीं की हैं. फाइल्स करेंगे फिर उसके बाद करेंगे. प्रोजेक्ट अगर कर रहे हो आप अपने लेवल पे, देन नथिंग लाइक दैट. बट अदरवाइज जब मैं फाइल्स करवा दूंगा फिर देन इट विल बी इजीियर फॉर यू.
सर अभी तो पाइथन ही सीख रहे हैं. मतलब मैंने ये सोचा था कि इस मंथ में पूरा अच्छे से पाइथन सीख के नेक्स्ट मंथ से इम्प्लीमेंट करूंगी.
आई ट्राई के अभी 2-3 टॉपिक्स और हैं. अभी मुझे स्ट्रिंग्स करवाने हैं, आपको फंक्शंस करवाने हैं. उसके बाद मोस्ट प्रोबेबली हम फाइल्स के साथ स्टार्ट कर पाएंगे. राइट.
ओके सर.
आई प्रेफर के फंक्शंस के बाद फाइल्स कर लें. अदरवाइज उसके बाद टपल्स हैं, लिस्ट्स हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग है, सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स. ठीक है.
यस सर.
हम अभी एरेज खत्म करेंगे. आई विल ट्राई के नेक्स्ट क्लास में एरेज 2-dimensional एरेज खत्म कर लें. ओके. उसके बाद स्ट्रिंग्स करेंगे एक दिन. For 2 days we'll be doing 2-dimensional arrays, string. Thereafter we'll start with functions. उसके बाद फिर मैं आपको फाइल्स करवा दूंगा. अदरवाइज फाइल्स का
ओके सर.
GUI के लिए अगर टाइम हुआ इंटरफेस के लिए तो फिर GUI भी करवा दूंगा. ओके.
ओके सर. लेकिन उसमें तो लिखा है ना कि डू नॉट यूज GUI.
उसमें लिखा हुआ है. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. अदरवाइज तो आपको कंसोल पे ही दिखाना है. पर अगर आप चाहते हो कि
Okay,
GUI
sir.
हो, then there is no restriction. You can ignore that statement.
Okay, sir.
Okay जी, okay बच्चों, take care. So Monday I'll convey you the time, उसके accordingly plan कर लेंगे.